Welcome back to another Christmas video where we're doing it all in rhymes. These intros are gonna be a pain in my behind. But let's jump in to our next Christmas classic with the Ed, and Eds. It's gonna be so fantastic. But let's jump in and see how they celebrate this time of year, because Christmas is all about having fun. Let's dig in. Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're talking about the Eds, the Ed, and Eddy Christmas special. This is Jingle Jingle Jangle. This is, is it Jingle Jingle Jangle? Jingle Jingle Jingle. Oh, it's Jingle Jingle Jangle. This is the episode where I'm going to rate this one, because this one to me feels like a special. It feels like a special episode. It's played all the time. This one to me feels like a special. So it's getting its own title, secrets, all special. This is a special episode. So we're giving it a rating for this one as well. Like I said, ratings are only going to apply to specific like special movies, specials, or episodes that are like kind of like this, or feel like a special. I'm gonna rate as well, because it feels like it's the whole thing. So this is one of them that I will rate. Like a regular, just regular little short episode, I'm not gonna rate. But this one, since it's a full special episode, I'm like, that feels like poignant enough. I could do wanna rate it, so we're gonna do that. But yes, this is about Ed and Eddy. Obviously, it's a Christmas themed episode, and it starts off. We have the cool title sequence and stuff, and Johnny's there and stuff. And then we go. Ed and Eddy is up in, he's doing his no antics of finding out what he got for Christmas, and it's all about the clothes. When I'm like, okay, for the record, getting somebody clothes, I don't know his parents, because his parents and stuff, you don't see too much of the actual parents stuff, but the parents are like, give him clothes all the time, maybe because he is a bad boy, I don't know, maybe he's kind of being mean. If he was nicer and doing stuff, well, maybe he wouldn't do that. But also the stuff with his brother and all the stuff that you find out later, so it's like, yeah, at the end, I think he becomes a nicer person, or becomes like changes and stuff by the end, but it's like fun. So this is a fun episode where he has to kind of learn a lesson, but kind of for a bit, and then doesn't. It's like one of those things where he learns a lesson, but then he doesn't, kind of thing. But he goes up with all his presents, all like clothes. I'm like, any parents, I'm like, you are just giving your son clothes, you must not like your kid, because you usually should ask what your kid wants. Obviously, if you've been bad, you can't get them what they want, and getting them with clothes. But it's like, this every year, I'm like, okay, I'll give him something. Give him something he wants. I'm like, he always wants it. I feel like Eddy would be the easiest person to get. Get him a bunch of jawbreakers, because probably, since it's just candy, not that cheap, get a bunch of it, boom, set for life. I'm just saying. I feel like you could easily get Eddy a bunch of jawbreakers, and he'd be set for life. So I'm like, yeah, you give him a jawbreakers. He's always trying to get schemes. I'm like, for the record, how much are jawbreakers? Could always kind of get changed and stuff. And obviously, this is set in the 90s, so there's different time. But money's not, I say like in that point, you could easily get some change for jawbreakers every week. Do some stuff around the house, get some money, get some stuff for jawbreakers. But really fun episode. But let's get back to actually talking about the full episode. This is one that might be one of the longer episodes, videos. But he finds out that, and he goes. Then we find Ed is moving his fireplace in his house, and it's kind of like destroys the whole house. I don't know how that works. He like destroyed like half the house. I'm like, how do you destroy half the house? Do somebody have to pay for that? Who fixes that? Like, that's the other thing with these shows, when you have stuff like that, where stuff breaks and shit, like all kinds of crazy shit happens to the house, and certain things sometimes in the house. I'm like, how does this happen, and who pays for to fix all this shit? I don't know. But it's a cartoon, so don't think too much of it. Because this show, you think way too much about it. There's so many things I could talk about with the show. It'd be a fun video to do. I talk about all the stuff about shows like this. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff that, if you really think about it, don't work. I'm like, I could question, I'm like, how does this work? How does this work? But we're not talking about that. But he's setting up a place for Santa Claus with gravy, cookies, and milk, or whatever. And then Double D comes in, gives him a present and stuff, and comes in and gives him a present and stuff. It's fun. Then Eddy comes in complaining about, I don't get gifts, and clothes. And Double D's like, you ruined Christmas by looking at what your parents got you. Well, yeah, kids do that sometimes, depending on the kids. But yeah, and then Eddy goes off to try to go to the other people's houses, like Wolf, Johnny's, Kevin's, Naz's, and who's the other one? I want to say Jimmy. No, who's the other one? Yeah, Jimmy. Who's the other one I'm thinking of? Plank, and why can I not think of his name? Jimmy. Is that why am I forgetting Plank's little thing? Plank's person who's with him. Is that Johnny? It's Johnny. Oh, Johnny and Jimmy. Johnny and Jimmy. That's why I was getting them confused. One's a Johnny, one's a Jimmy. I think that's the case. I was getting them confused. We go to like everybody else's house and tries to get presents, and tries to steal presents and stuff, and it's fun. Him interacting with everybody and how he goes about it. The one he was closest to doing one was Nat, but then he's like had a drink, and then he gets some eggnog and he spit all over her. Well, I'm like, I do not know if that he didn't do it like intentionally. He wasn't doing it intentionally to be mean or anything. I think that was different. But at the end, it shows him walking through the thing, and there's this tree with this light that's out, and he has to go, and he has a light bulb because Ed put it in his pocket, and he goes and puts it on. He does a self-flick act, fix the tree, and and then you see across the thing, Santa comes with a bunch of gifts. They all land down. So Santa's real in this universe was like, for what? And he gives Ed a gift. And we see there's a gift from Eddie himself, and then Ed does the thing where he's like, there's a gift for everybody, and then he's like, takes all of them. I'm like, why would you take all of them? I do not know why you would take all the gifts, because some of them are for like, probably like Sarah or Naz, and probably gifts you won't want. Well, like Rolf has like probably gifts. I don't think you want Rolf's gifts. Probably what a gift that you wouldn't want. A lot of people gifts I wouldn't want. I just knowing you and your personality, I don't think that would be the case. But you got a gift. You got only one gift, and then you had to ruin it and take everything. But that's Ed being, himself. He learns more at the end of the show, but yeah, he kind of learns his lesson and doesn't. But also throughout this episode, we see the Cankers, or they're like the three wise men, and they see this thing in the sky reflecting off this thing, so they go and they follow it, and they find Ed and Eddie almost like in the manger, all like doing like the baby Jesus in the manger thing, and they come in and find it, get them. Even though I feel like Double D and Ed are trying to help Ed throughout the episode. At some points trying to, like, hey, this is wrong, you should do this thing. So I feel like they should not be punished. I feel like sometimes Eddie should get punished because he's the one doing all the schemes. Double D and Ed, I think sometimes should not be, because they're like, Ed's kind of the dumb one, and Double D's like kind of like, it's not really bad, so I don't think sometimes they should not get mixed in with them. But yeah, it's a fun episode. Like I said, they can't get serious thing and saying no killing. It's fun. This one, like I said, it feels like a special. We're all gonna count it as that, and we're all gonna review it as that. If you're gonna review this, another one. Most of these are like, to me, as like the classics, but they're not like, it's a special. It's great. This one, I like the Johnny Ball one, but this one's almost a little more special to me. Like the Johnny Ball one's just as good, but I'm giving it a 9. It's like, it's great. I love it. It's fun. This is one of my favorite Christmas specials. It's like I can watch the one every time. It's fun. It's a simple concept, works really well with the show and doing a Christmas thing with it. It's fun. It's great. What you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. You guys can always stay epic. See you in the next video, guys. Bye. Now that was a classic. I remember it all so well, playing on Cartoon Fridays. It was so swell. So now we jump to tomorrow, where we do our next one, where we tackle I Am Weasel. Hope you guys are ready for some more fun times on cartoons this year. Bye.